Hello everyone, welcome back. So, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 arrives at a time where the MCU is still trying to regain its footing in post Endgame world. While recent projects have shown promise, inconsistency remains a recurring issue. In that context, Season 2 of the Disney Plus series feels like a noticeable step forward, though not without its own complication. The series finds firmer ground in its sophomore outing. Compared to Season 1, the storytelling is more confident, the themes dig deeper, and the show leans more completely into the darker, morally complex world of Hell's Kitchen. With Wilson Fisk tightening his grip on New York, the stakes feel more immediate and grounded. However, this improvement comes with a trade off. The season attempts to juggle too many storylines at once, often at the expense of narrative cohesion. One of the biggest highlights this season is its action. The fight sequences are sharper, better choreographed, and most importantly, clearly visible. Gone are the dimly lit, hard to follow battles. Instead, each fight showcases the physicality and skill of its character. Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock is as agile and intense as ever, while Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin brings a raw, brutal force that contrasts beautifully with Daredevil's precision. Supporting characters like Bullseye and Jessica Jones also shine through their distinct combat style, adding variety and excitement to the action heavy sequences. Bullseye, in particular, stands out as a major highlight. His return brings not just thrilling action but also a deeper exploration of his philosophy, creating a compelling ideology clash with Matt. It's the kind of character work that reminds viewers of the show's potential when it slows down and focuses. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for its romantic subplots. Relationship continue to be one of the show's weakest elements. Matt and Karen's dynamic, while central, lacks the depth needed to make their conflict truly resonate. Their opposing beliefs, Matt's refusal to kill versus Karen's more pragmatic outlook, are introduced but never meaningfully explored. This pattern repeats across other relationships, making them feel underdeveloped and at times unnecessary. A major reason for this is the season's limited runtime. With only 8 episodes, Born Again struggles to balance its multiple arcs, from Fisk increasingly authoritarian rule to the introduction of anti-vigilante task force. The show tackles heavy politically charged themes that mirror real-world issues. While ambitious, these elements can feel overwhelmingly and occasionally heavy-handed. Fisk himself has suffers as a result. Once a nuanced antagonist, he is sometimes reduced to a more one-dimensional villain as the show pushes his actions to extreme. This shift weakens the complexity that once defined him. Despite these flaws, the season built towards a strong action-packed finale. There are glimpses of brilliance throughout, moments where the writing and performance and directions align perfectly. However, consistency remains the show's biggest challenge. In the end, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is a clear improvement over its predecessor. It captures the essence of Matt Murdock's internal struggle and delivers some of the best action seen in recent MCU television. But its crowded narrative and uneven character development prevent it from reaching its full potential. When it works, it truly excels, but it doesn't always hold that level high enough. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.